Welcome to Enjoying Life, a program of music, chatter, and friends, designed to put a refreshing moment in your day. Now, please welcome your award-winning hosts, Dr. Jerry and Little Jan.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. We're excited that we're back visiting with you again. We could hardly wait to come visit you again. You know, if you want to make me happy, fix me some good old Southern sweet iced tea.
Oh, my.
You know, we were in Pennsylvania not too awfully long ago. For you folks that are listening, you'll understand. And someone said to me, "Where are you from?" I said, "From the land of sweet tea and grits."
He did do that.
Yeah.
He did do that.
Well, that's true. You know what? We have a great program planned today.
We have a great program.
We've had legends on before, and usually legend means old. I hate to say that, but true. This guy's not old. He's in the middle of life. But he began many years ago in a group, and they were so innovative that they became legends early for their ability. Isn't that something?
They did.
You don't want to miss it, because, you know, I enjoy talking to him about it. And then we got another guy on the program that just grew into the industry.
He grew into it.
Yeah, he sure did.
We can't wait
I
for you
remember
to
when he
see
was
it.
just pushing cameras around. You know?
I know.
Well, are you ready to sing?
Let's sing.
You know, one thing I like about this song, if I'm going to introduce it, it not only asks you, you know, where do I go when my heart aches, but then it answers it as well. I hope you'll enjoy it. Listen as we open the program with this great song.
Where do I go when my heart aches? And who picks me up when I fall? Through sunshine and rain, through sorrow and pain, there's one who's greater than all. He's my Father, and he knows how I feel, and he will answer when I call. He is love, and he shares, for he really cares. My Father is greater than all.
Let me ask you now, where do you go when your heart aches? And who picks you up when you fall? When the dark clouds come and they blot out the sun, there is one who is greater than all. Oh, he's our Father, and he knows just what you need, and he will answer your call. He has power and might, and he can make everything right. Our Father is greater than all. Oh, he has power and might. He can make everything right. Our Father is greater than all. Oh, I love that song. Don't go away. We got a great program. See you in a minute. Thank you for staying with us. Wasn't it fun singing that song, huh?
I like that song.
Ooh,
I like that.
My
Boy,
Father is greater than all.
And he is greater.
Oh, and you're not introduced yet, so you can't say anything. Okay.
Let's introduce our bestest buddy in the
You
whole
know,
world.
I don't like to say it too much. I love a man. That's not my thing.
But you do.
But I love
Dante.
I do. And so we want you to welcome as our special guest the president of WGGS Television and other Dove Broadcasting Network stations, a young man that we love, Dante Thompson. Let me make him welcome.
Thank
How
you.
about that, Dante?
I'm excited, Jerry.
Well, you know, you get to do that for everybody else.
Yeah, this is different for me because I host in Greenville,
Yes.
and I've been hosting there for a while, and you've been on with me a ton, and now the roles switched here.
Well, you know that way.
I'm in the hot seat,
That is the hot seat, isn't it, Dante?
but I'm excited.
You know what? You are. We're so proud of you, Dante. You're not a singer. Did you notice on here we made a mistake? Did you notice that on the program?
Did you have me
sheet here?
singing?
Look here. It says guest Dante Thompson.
Oh, see, I need to add that G, and then I would be a singer. I like
Well,
that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but you are an executive.
Well, I don't know about that either, but you know, you've been coming to Greenville for a long time. My parents
it.
started the station there.
Yes, that's
in
true.
The early '70s.
That's right.
And my
Joanne Thompson.
Dr.
Jim
James
and
and Joanne, and but you were a friend to them well before then as well.
Oh, yeah, at your dad's church.
Yeah,
You know,
Cafe
we would
Temple.
come sing, I'd preach there. And then when he started, of course, you know, you weren't even around. But when he was up on the mountain,
Right.
You know, we're sitting here in a set today that was bigger than the whole station. then.
Oh yes. There's
I mean,
a lot
everything,
bigger,
counting
yeah.
all the machinery
That's
and whatever.
true.
When they started, they had the studio and the transmitter in the same building, and those transmitters are loud. I don't know
Yes.
how they pulled that off, because I mean here it's quiet, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know how they pulled that off. But
And it was up on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Our bus couldn't even go up there.
yeah, those switchbacks and those windy roads. But
We'd have to park in a convenience store down at the bottom of the mountain, and you guys
Yep.
provided a van and a pickup and carried our stuff. Of course, you weren't alive.
I'm glad things have changed since then.
Well, you know, I never dreamed, and of course, you know, we saw you there through the years as you were part of the staff. You know, you were pushing cameras and doing things like that. How did you know that you were learning TV, that you'd someday take over?
I had no clue, I guess. You know, I knew this is what I was going to be doing, but I never knew I was going to be on television. I never wanted to be on television.
Really?
I never did. And I started doing a tape program, Down Home Gospel, it's a Southern Gospel music
I
show.
love that show.
And y'all have been on it before.
Yeah.
And that was different than doing live, though. I never wanted to be live. And my mother passed in 2011. And she had hosted Monday nights for
Right.
the last 40 years.
Yes,
so.
yes.
So about 2 weeks after she passed, I said, I'm going to start hosting on Monday nights.
Really?
It was terrible, too.
No, that's
But-
probably
but
just the way you're thinking about it.
But I never wanted to do it, but since then I've gotten more comfortable and hopefully a little
You
better
do
at
a
it.
fantastic
You do it. And you know what?
job.
I think all of us, you want to say something before I talk a little more?
Dante is fantastic. He
Yes.
does a wonderful
You know,
job.
I'll be honest with you. You know, we were part of the station every year and many times during the year, and we wondered what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, because your dad was a quiet leader but strong. And we didn't know. We saw you and Dwayne around, but we didn't know. But we wondered what was going to happen. But I'm going to tell you in front of God and everybody's watching, you picked up the reins and you've done a fantastic job.
Well, thank you.
You have,
well,
yes.
well, God has a plan for everything, and
That's true.
we can't see the plan, not all of it, but He had me in the position that I was in, and it's been a pretty seamless transition. Our
is.
viewers are encouraged.
Have you enjoyed it, Dante?
Oh, it's always a blast.
See,
Yeah.
because you look like you're enjoying it. That's one of the reasons we like to come up there,
Right.
because you're fun.
Well, when you work for God and you're in His will and in His work, you got to have fun.
Are you a preacher?
I'm not a preacher.
Sound like to me.
Well, I've been around golf too much.
That's it. That's it.
Well, you know what I wanted to ask you. You know, you in your early days, from your dad's, of course, he was the old school. That doesn't mean bad or good. That's just when it was. Have you tried to bring the station up to the next generation, or what's that?
Well, see, that's what's unique, I guess, about Greenville and myself, I guess, because I was adopted. My parents, my father was almost 60 when he adopted me.
I understand that.
You know, and so I was raised by older parents than what my friends are. You know, their
Yes.
friends, their parents are just now in their 60s. You know, my mother-in-law just turned 60. So I was raised kind of in the old-fashioned, you know, in the hymns in the church.
Now,
you
careful
know,
with that.
And,
You know, I'm sitting
and-
here.
and I didn't say. I was raised upon Jerry Goff singing. I was raised upon Wendy Bagwell and Little Jen singing. In fact, I was thinking about this coming up here to Atlanta. Back when I was younger, we had a babysitter, and she sang in a group. And she used to do every time they'd sing, they do "Walk Around Me, Jesus."
Walk around me.
I mean, every time, you know. And so I was raised on that. So that's in my blood, and so I guess I just an oldie at heart, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
So I kept a lot of things the same.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're changing some things just to keep up with times.
Well,
and
we're
stuff.
proud of what you're doing,
Yeah.
and it's obviously very successful.
Yeah.
But we got other things. Don't have a couple of minutes, you know.
Oh, wow. I took up
because
all
it
the
goes
time.
fast. But in public and to the audience and to your audience as well, we want to say not only thank you for what you've done for Christian television, and in particular in your own market as well as other markets around the world, but also thank you. You've been very kind to bring your staff to film things like, you know, when they gave me the Lifetime Achievement Award, and to the Diamond Awards, where we were privileged to host, and other awards, and the convention and the Legends things. You have been kind enough. That's over and beyond. You just not do on-the-air stuff. You do extra, and we want you to know we love you for it.
Well, we're all in this together. We're all in it to further the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
And getting out and doing these things. It's not just Dante. It's not just Jerry Goff. It's us as a family of
As a
God's
team.
children. Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like
So
that.
we got to do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so glad you're here. You ought to come back every time we tape.
I think I should too. I like it. And the set is gorgeous, and congratulations on
Thank you.
in your second season. It's just a wonderful thing.
Well, thank you very, very
Second
much.
season, isn't that
What do
wonderful?
you see ahead in Christian television?
Well,
You got 1 minute.
Television's changing, and y'all are keeping up with it too, with social media and Facebook and things like that. So a lot of things are shifting online and going away from television, and we're shifting with those times. So I'm excited about it.
That
But
is
you've been
so
on
good.
television a while. I wanted to bring this up real quick. The first Super Bowl. You had a TV commercial on it.
I sure
You knew
did.
the power of television to
That's
further
right.
God's, His word. So that was awesome.
You know, I don't know that anybody's
50
ever
years
said
ago.
that, but I was the president of a company, and we were selling over-the-counter products, which was a medical company, and I bought, on the very first Super Bowl, I bought 20 seconds before the kickoff.
Isn't that awesome?
Isn't that awesome?
So you know the power of TV. So that's
Well,
awesome.
it's instant, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's instant.
It is.
You know, we got so much to talk about.
I know, we don't have enough
We're going to have to
time.
make this an hour show and have you with our guests. You know?
I won't do it.
Well, we look forward to being back with you sometime, and we're so glad that you're with us. Thank you for what you've done for TV and all you're doing. And as you go back, greet our friends there that know us or make our mention of our name. And we want these folks to know that behind the scenes, one of the guys that's putting it out to the world through the medium of TV is Dante Thompson.
Well, thank you. And thank you for all you've done for us over
Thank
the
you,
last
Dante.
40 years.
Well, how long do you think that gospel music TV will always be popular, or what?
Oh, well, you go to the conventions and concerts, there's
Yes.
younger faces every year.
That's true.
At every concert, you're seeing younger people. It's going to be around a while.
I
It's
think
gonna
so.
be- yes.
I think it's the media right now
Yeah.
to reach the world for
It really
Christ,
is.
and whether it's in music or preach word, whatever.
Exactly.
Well, we got to go away. Thank you for coming.
Thank
we love
you.
you.
It
God
was
bless
an
you. We're
honor.
so proud of
It was
you.
an honor. Thank you
Dante
so much.
Thompson. Let's let him know we love him. Thank you for staying with us, and it's very unusual for us to take a break before we introduce all of
That's
our
true.
guests. And I don't want to use up our time, so let's make welcome truly a young legend in gospel music. How about it for Ronnie Goff? Yeah, a legend, even at your young age. Yeah.
Well, you know what they say about a legend.
What's that?
That's when you can't think of anything else to say about a person.
No.
No, that's not true
Okay,
about you guys.
Let me tell
No,
you.
that's
let
not
me,
true.
Let me
What you
tell
wanna
you.
say? Okay,
well,
babe.
I'm going to tell the story.
got a story.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a story.
All right.
The first time I ever saw Ronnie and
yeah.
James and Larry, we were about 8 years old, about 8 or
Really?
9.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Yeah.
was my first knowledge of the Goss Boys with James.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing them and thinking, oh, I was just a little thing. Y'all were
Oh, yeah, we
young
were
too.
all-
Yes, but I was in love, totally in love with that bunch of boys.
Is that right? How old were
Goodness.
you when you started singing?
You know what?
Earliest.
I don't remember.
Because it's too far back?
It's too far back. I remember standing on a piano bench.
Yes, you did.
Well, now, Larry was the youngest brother.
He was the youngest. He was like same age difference, like 2 years, sometimes 3. younger than me. James is 2 years, sometimes 3, older than me.
Yeah.
Okay, so for people that don't really know, that may not be just tuning in, that may not know, it was James, he was the oldest brother.
Yes.
Then you, Ronnie,
Larry.
was next.
Right.
And then Larry was
Larry.
next. And you had James played the piano.
James played piano.
Of course, all of you play, don't you?
Yeah. Well,
They
I
sure
learned
do.
to play piano out of self-defense, just to get them out of the piano for a while.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, in the early days when gospel music, and you guys were young, I mean young.
Very young, yeah.
What drove you to be so innovative in your chord structure and all that?
Okay, well, we had a quartet, and I have to tell you, it was the world's worst quartet.
Oh, I don't believe that.
No, trust me. Somebody
that
sent me a
As-
CD of the quartet that they found somewhere. If I had to listen to that quartet, I wouldn't
You
book
wouldn't
them
be-
either. But I mean, we were bad. I sang baritone, Larry sang lead. We had a tenor singer and a bass singer, and James played piano.
Wow.
And James was boss all the time. And
Well, the first time I heard you guys, it was a trio. It was a trio.
Right.
But you had already
we had
moved.
just started.
Y'all had really moved into it.
Yeah.
And I was pastor of a church in Maryland.
Exactly.
And you guys sang at the Hershey Arena.
Right.
In Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, I think.
In Harrisburg?
Yeah.
But did we come to your church?
No, not there.
Okay, it was another.
Later.
Okay.
But there, the place was full.
Oh, it's packed.
And they introduced the Goff brothers. And you guys, I was mesmerized by your singing. You had an album called How Green...
Oh, it was
Your
called A
Valley.
New Concept in Gospel Music.
New
Yes, it
Concept.
was.
Right.
And the song on there was How
How
Green...
Green is Your Valley.
Listen, I bought your album that night.
You see?
I did.
I told you, it's the first time we ever sold out of albums. That first time we
Really?
ever sold. And we sold out, and we only had money enough to buy 3 25 things.
Yeah, 75 albums.
Yeah.
So they came with 25 to a box.
Exactly.
Is that right?
That's all the money
They're
we
telling
had.
how old
That
they are.
and the gas to get up there.
Is that right?
So-
That's so interesting. Yeah.
But it was fun. And
Yeah, I bought your album. And
then the couriers, precious people.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, they could not be better than it.
You guys, though, Ronnie, the harmony
Yeah, that was unreal.
that James and Larry and Ronnie had
Yes.
was absolutely
And chord
mind-
structure. That's what I remember. Y'all
Well,
could
we
just
were
innovate.
all the thing was we were all medium baritones, I guess.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we had to sing things that was in a certain range.
Really?
So what we would do, we would
Change them
change
around.
them around, but then there were groups like the Four Freshmen, and so we heard their chord structure and the way they did, and we liked that. So we started that, and then in 1964, we went to the quartet convention, and James had arranged that strings on an album on
Oh,
2
my
songs,
goodness.
Great Speckled Bird and It Is No Secret. And we did it at the quartet convention. First time we ever got a standing ovation.
and
So we were the
fractured
first ones to ever use tracks. Because we were just standing out there free.
Yeah. Well, let me bring up something else,
All right.
because you guys were one of the first groups that really, backup singers in a studio.
Right.
No matter how big the star was that was doing the lead singing, y'all were the voices back there putting the harmonies together. Why and when did you do that?
Well, that was about the same time we found out that we could make more money backing up other singers or backing up groups than we could traveling.
Well, you know what? That sounds like the story. A good friend of mine with the Jordanaires,
Yeah.
Brother Walker, he's a good friend
Yeah.
of mine. Tennessee and Gordon, he's a good
Yeah,
friend.
exactly.
And they realized in Nashville, they were a gospel quartet.
yeah.
And they realized they could do better as a backup for singers than they probably could on the road.
Sure.
And you guys were the Jordanaires. Of course, your own name was established in gospel music.
Gospel music, yeah.
If you had the Gospel Boys behind you, even on piano and vocally,
Yeah.
you
Well,
had it going.
And the thing was, we could actually back up people that really, they wanted to sing, and but they didn't get a very good sound, so they'd come to us, and so we'd work with them.
And produce
then put the chord structure behind them that would enhance what they're doing.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I could talk on and on about this, and I'm truly, I'm a fan, and have always been a fan of the Goff brothers.
Well,
I'm sorry the others have gone. God has already called them home, but you're here still carrying on.
Still going.
Thank you for being on the program.
Ronnie Goff.
We're going to let you go and get ready to sing,
Okay.
and we're going to talk about you while you're going over there.
Yeah, and it's Goff brothers, not Goff brothers.
That's right.
Somebody asked him one time, "Are you one of the Goff brothers?"
Oh, I get that all the time. I've heard y'all. I remember when it was just the three of you brothers. Though I said, "No, you're talking about the Goff brothers." Thank you for being with us. Love you. God bless you. Go to get ready to sing. Isn't that fun?
Oh, I'm telling you, isn't that fun?
You know what? We're going to have. He doesn't live too far from us. We're going to have to arrange for him to come back.
Let's do that, and he might
talk longer.
He might play a little song for me, which I would just love.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we could get a trio and we can he can hear me, I'm sure, because we can call it the Goffs and put the F and the S together, say the Goffs brothers.
I think they're going to sing us a song, and he brought the bunch with him.
Yep, his son's in this group,
and
others that help him, and we're looking forward to him. Let's go to the music now, and let's enjoy Ronnie Goff and his group as he sings for us. God bless you.
Jesus is the cornerstone. He came for sinners to atone. And though rejected by his own, he became the cornerstone. Jesus is the cornerstone.
When I am by sin oppressed, on this stone I am at rest, where the seeds of truth are sown, he remains the cornerstone. Jesus is the cornerstone. Rock of ages, left for me, let me hide myself in
Rock of ages, so secure, and for all time it shall endure, till your children reach their home. He shall remain the cornerstone.
that
fun.
great? Oh,
Tell me
come on,
about
you guys. Come over and join us. Come on. You guys did it. Oh, what a joy. You guys sang, I'm telling you. We're so glad that they're, what do you call your group? Just Ronnie and Goss and the others?
Many others.
And many others.
Yeah,
Oh, I've seen the advertisement all over. Many others going to be. We're just delighted that you were with us during this time. These guys are, this guy particularly is the legend. This is his son. These are others. And
This is Mike.
they just, at Mike and Stan and Nathan and all of them. And we're just so glad y'all were on the program.
Oh, we enjoyed it.
Thank you
Enjoyed
so
Thank you for
very,
coming
very
over.
much.
Thank you for asking, Jerry.
Oh, we're going to invite you back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here comes some
we just
music.
okay. We got to go, and the music's going to start. But remember, wherever you are, let's hear from you. You can email us. You can do whatever. But remember our motto: take Christ as your partner and enjoy life. See you next week.